It's football time in Tennessee. Those words have long been associated with running through the tee, the glory of the checkerboard end zone, and the Big Orange ready to do battle. And only in Tennessee do you get a sight like this. Not only are the end zones checkered, so too the crowd, a mirror image to prove that they will give their all for Tennessee. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Tennessee Volunteers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Noles will kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. So Tennessee's offense will get the first swing of the game. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him. I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares, too. I swear, when you watch this guy's highlight tape, man, he scares you to death with his speed. He can take the top off the defense. He can change the game, David, on any given play.
And so how many different ways can I continue to give him touches? You know, they're going to split him out wide. I'd hand him the football. I'd throw it to him quick. I'd throw it to him deep. This is a playmaker that will be featured.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Get it out on the screen. Spins away from one. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw. It's on target and complete. And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Trying to barge in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown ball!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Stroud. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Seminoles offense will go to work for the first time. And there's no doubt, guys, we will be focused on these 2 star playmakers on the outside.
I'm curious to see how much man coverage we're going to see today. I don't know if either of these defenses is confident enough to go mano-a-mano with these 2 dudes out on the field. They're 2 of the best in the nation.
These cornerbacks aren't looking for man-to-man coverage. I can promise you that. They'd be like, give me some help over here. But we're going to see some split screens, and we're going to see who had more catches, who had more yards. We're definitely going to be breaking that down this game.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And that swing pass is basically just an extension of the run game, trying to get the back out on the perimeter of the field, but nice job by the defense making the tackle.
decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Can't make the grab on third down, and that is a rare drop for this guy. The Seminoles send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Touchdown, Volunteers! How about the special teams coming up with a huge play? That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll go to the ground. Sweet feet on the move. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
You know, runs like this, oftentimes you're like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Fires the pass, intercepted. Really nice play on the pick. Was looking for a little more yardage, but great field position at the 34.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receiver, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
The Volunteers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll try the counter. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him one. Then just inside their own 20, they need to convert on 3rd and short. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback.
Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the play fake. Fires on the move. He's got it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. And the Seminoles are in the hurry-up. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warren.
Finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football. Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Firing to the right, complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the 1st down.
Going up top on 1st down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Got to get... That play taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Between the uprights, it's good.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Takes a handoff. It's back. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Fires to the big fella. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. A 3rd and long coming up here. Wide out in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Quick strike complete. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The balls are on the move. Quarterback checking off. Toss sweep right. Sweep cut there. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown ball! Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
Coming out with it, it's Stroud. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Trying to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Looking deep. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
To the ground with the back. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold it, offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Daniels. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. Now on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
On third down, going up top. Gets it out quickly. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a...
Touchdown, Volunteer! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment. Defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. That defensive penalty was just what the doctor ordered for this offense. It's now 2nd and 3. The inside handoff. Makes one man miss. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He looks that one in nicely. Tackle is made after the first down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Finds his man in the middle. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Trying play action. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Scrambling away. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down.
Hey, it's a heads-up play right there. Listen, you're trying to scramble. You're trying to make something happen. Nobody's open. You're not going to be able to get out of bounds. Just protect yourself. Get down on the ground, get what you can get, and live to play another day.
Leaves it with the running back. Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Iowa is down right now inside Kinnick Stadium, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Iowa City today. They're trailing by 10 to Buffalo. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He'll start this drive firing. Working the middle, it's complete. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Looking to move it through the air. Finds the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but build some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm.
Oh, look out! And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Hey, it's important on offense in the passing game. You've got to have balance, and I mean you've got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You've got to work the perimeter to both sides. You've got to let the defense know, too, that you're not afraid to go over the middle, and they did right there.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
And the Volunteers moving quickly to the line. Trying to find his man on first down. He's looking deep and is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception in the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
On second down, they'll take to the air. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
Another incompletion on third down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Feeling some heat. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Vols have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Tennessee!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Volunteers will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Stroud. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. And they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
There's just so much for this defense to think about. They've had strong side runs thrown at them. Now the counter. And they know that this offense can work in the play action off of all these base runs too. So much offensive volume this defense needs to worry about at this point.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Nice move to keep moving. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
On the sweet spin, and he's free. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. On the move, it's Jamison. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
The Vols are moving quickly down the field. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Grab behind the line. It's back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Fires to the middle. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but Great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Volunteers will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
The offense set for a first down play. Got his man down the middle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the connection. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Seminoles will snap it on first and 10. He's looking to throw it. Dumps it off in the flats. Hey, what about that move to pick up a couple of extra yards? He's down at the 38. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to third.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Seminoles will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You've got the lead. You've got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here. Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen.
He lost one down the sideline. Snags it on the right. Open runway ahead. Touchdown ball! And the stomping has commenced. And this defense is just getting squeezed by the Big Orange, and he's cutting him up like Peyton Manning.
Man, no answers. I mean, he's really had his way. They haven't made him feel uncomfortable. If I'm a Vols fan, I'm jacked up that I got this guy at quarterback because he's showing he can put up some big numbers.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He's got the back in the middle. How about that weight room work? He's showing off there as he gets across the 20. They'll mark it at the 22. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his back in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Oh, what a cut! He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Noles are marching down the field. They'll try the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Off play action. Using the quick game.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And now on first down after converting with the run. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Rams him with the stiff arm. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
They'll run it from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It falls incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field to get things started back up. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He will not get it.
22.
Stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Line gets set, first down. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. To the air, it's Hawkins. Immediately fires to the middle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Vols will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They come to the line hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17.
And the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here for me.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, the ground game. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Crosses the 40. Off he goes. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Volunteers! And the punishment has been extended. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll throw it on first down. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Looking for a man. It's Jordan. Takes the easy one to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the...
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. The Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Handoff to the single running back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
42 Spider.
The give from the gun. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Caught in the backfield, it's Goodwin. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And another big play by this offense, and if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock, as a defense, stop us. Because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive. We're going to continue trying to score points. That's the aggressive nature of this football team.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield, just like right there, and create a TFL.
They'll run the screen. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Guys, they're not going to give up on picking up the first down, but they also need some breathing room for the punter. He wants a big play here late. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
He takes it at the 45. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it.